My new best friend, apparently, Gage Octane. And Gage, in just a few moments, you're in the ring one-on-one with the former SCW heavyweight champion, Minnesota's own Matt Burns.
Yeah, who cares? Matt Burns, he's a pretty boy, you know? Have you ever seen that guy come to the ring? He's like, hey, I'm Matt Burns. Watch me do a moonsault. Who cares? You know who he is to me? He's the howdy doody here in Steel Domain Wrestling. And you know who I'm tonight?
Who are you tonight?
The Puppet Master. The Puppet Master, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to take my hand and stick it right up his rear end and make him say, I quit, Gage Octane. I give up. And you know, I was thinking I need a little bit of practice right now, Mick.
What do you mean? How about we see what I can make? Get out of here. Ladies, beat it, Octane. Ladies and gentlemen, one-on-one in the ring. Get away from me. It's Gage Octane and Matt Burns.
Making his way to the ring, weighing tonight at 225 pounds, he hails from east of Duke, Illinois, Gage Octane. And his opponent, weighing tonight at 220 pounds, he hails from Monticello, Minnesota, the natural Matt Burns.
One-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, should be a very interesting matchup. Matt Burns, the former SCW heavyweight champion, and he has himself a test not to be taken lightly in the person of Gage Octane. We have seen Gage many times here in Steel Domain Wrestling, a vastly improved wrestler. He can brawl, he can go to the mat with you, and certainly a very, very intriguing matchup here. Matt Burns would like to get back in the hunt for that SCW heavyweight championship. He better not be looking past Gage Octane here tonight at Treasure Island. Referee Joe Macko signals for the bell, and we're ready to go. Mick Karch, along with a very special guest here at ringside, Colt Cabana. Colt, first of all, welcome to my side and welcome back to Steel Domain Wrestling.
Well, thank you very much, Karch. I'll tell you what, it's great to be here. You know, we got some great TV now. We got some great athletes in the ring. Matt Burnsy over here, Gage Octane. They're putting on one heck of a show. I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be back in Minnesota. I'm glad to see the talent that we got here in Minnesota. It's fantastic.
Colt, I got to ask you, certainly your return to the Twin Cities, the state of Minnesota, not exactly the way you wanted to be welcomed back. A little bit of friction, to say the least, with your, I'm sure, former tag team partner, Magnus Maximus. How's the back? He drilled you through about 6 folding chairs.
Well, I'll tell you what, me and Magnus have never seen eye to eye. And he did. He put me through 6 chairs last night as Burnsy and Gage Octane face off together. But I'll tell you what, we went to the hospital last night, we checked it out, but I am a competitor, Karch, all right? I am a competitor, and I got in here tonight. I have no problem wrestling, whether it's hurt, whether it's not hurt, whether it's the flu, whether I got post-nasal drip. It doesn't matter. I'm a wrestler. I'm going to be in there. My back's going to heal up, all right? All right, but mentally is where it's at. And can I stay stable? Yes, I can, Karch. I can stay stable, and I'm going to get back at Magnus, and I'm going to put him through as many chairs as I needed to get him out of the action.
No question about it. I can see the look in your eye, my friend, and you look very serious indeed. And right now, Gage Octane going to put in a couple of very serious knots along the noggin of Matt Burns. Whipped off the ropes. Burnsy, shoulder tackle there. Octane delivering over the top now. Burnsy with the leapfrog. Block of the hip toss. Watch Burns. Matt Burns is so agile for a man his size. There's a series of right hands there. Backs up Octane. And there's a hip toss. Almost a flying mare, and Octane wants out of here. As Matt Burns, Colt, for a man Burns' size, 6'4", about 240 pounds, very lanky, almost built more like a swimmer or a gymnast. So agile, such fluid motion.
He's like a basketball player out there, and I'll tell you what, he's got game. I'll tell you that much, Karch. Kind of reminds me of a young Colt Cabana, if you will, A little big guy trying to fly around. He does it well. And look at what a young, pretty boy he is. He's showing these people, and these people are backing him,
They certainly are. Native Minnesotan, and now Gage Octane lulling Matt Burns into a false sense of security, and Burns tasted a little turnbuckle there. And now Octane a very serious competitor. You know, not all that long ago, we saw Octane in the ring one-on-one with Horace the Psychopath, and he more than held his own. And I tell you what, he raised his stock about 15 notches in my book, being able to hang with Horace.
I'll tell you what, but in my book, you don't pull the tights. You don't, you know, cheap moves like that, it's not going to get you anywhere. You need to be a pro wrestler, clean, and just like Matt Burns is trying to do, if he's going through some action.
Hey, oh, what a maneuver on the part of Burns. That could do it right there, count of two. Not quite. Oh! What a clothesline, about knocked his teeth out. Count of two. Count of two.
Burns, he's not pulling any tights. He's not getting in any eyes. He's, you know, at a 5 count in the corner, he's out. I can't speak the same for Gage Octane. I don't know if I approve of that, Karch.
Well, Gage Octane, as I said, you never know which Gage Octane you're going to see. We've seen both. We've seen him follow the rules. We've seen him break the rules. We've seen him humble. We've seen him arrogant. And I guess, you know, to Gage Octane's credit, you never know how to prepare for a guy like Gage Octane. You never know what side of him you're going to see. Makes it very, very difficult to go into the ring with a game plan.
There's a lot of guys like that. Steel Domain Wrestling is known for producing guys like that.
Oh, God, forget it. Oh, good God, that's it. Forget it. Gage Octane. Oh, so close. What a move on the part of Gage Octane. How the hell is Burns able to even focus after that? Wait a second. Rolls him up. Count of 1, 2. Not quite.
Burns, he's effective. I'll tell you what, a move like that's not going to put him down. He's training. He's a hard trainer. Look.
Spinning heel kick. Didn't get all that he wanted, but enough to knock Octane down, and there's a drop kick. Matt Burns on fire right now. If he can keep the momentum going, wow. Octane hangs on. Smart move on the part of Gage Octane.
But Burns, that's where, you know, the pole vaulting and, you know, the pommel horse, that kind of conditioning, that keeps him conditioned for where he's going. The suplex like that's not going to put him down. That's going to put him down, I'll tell you what.
Forget it. It's over. It's academic right now, but Gage Octane apparently not ready to go for a cover. He would prefer to add a little insult to injury here, and I'm not so sure how smart this is.
Not the smartest move as a wrestler. I'll tell you, if you put him down with something like that, you got to finish him, Karch. Look at that.
Nobody there. Nobody home, and Octane about corkscrewed himself right through the mat to the floor. Burns, big body slam, and now Burns, don't talk about it, don't telegraph it, just go do it. Watch Burns, all the way from the top, over the top. It's over.
Here is your winner, the natural, Matt Burns.
A very impressive victory, a hard-fought victory, but nonetheless, Matt Burns with the W.
I'll tell you what, Karch, this kid is a natural. And for the Steel Domain fans at home and for myself, I'd like to get in there and see how natural he is. Tell you what, I'd like to wrestle Matt Burns, Colt Cabana versus Matt Burns. I think the people would appreciate it and be a nice, clean match. What do you think, Karch?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'll talk to the guy with the pencil behind his ear. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest has been Colt Cabana. Matt Burns, the victory here at Treasure Island Resort and Casino over Gage Octane. We're coming back.